Hello, hello. Welcome back to another live. I wanted to jump on here and record because I have some things to say. I just want to say prepare for battle. I finally understand when that term that says each level require a new devil, because just when you reach a peak, a high, it's like a reminder or like a lingering thing that comes back always to remind you you're not as great as you think you are. And it hit me. I'm like, wow, let me prepare for battle. Because in my mind, what I thought happiness and freedom was like just being, just being at peace. But even when you're at peace, I'm sorry, my face is oily. I don't have on makeup. This is my natural oily skin. But yeah, when you reach like a new, when you open, how can I say this? When you reach a new level, open a new door, or like reach a point of understanding of something, and you have to you just feel more comfortable with this ability, knowing that okay, I finally get it. But this is the thing about finally getting things. When you finally get it and want to live in that truth, there's like this lingering spirit, I'll say, spirit of hate, of like people. You can't really speak too much to people because people come with a lot of drama, a lot of problems, a lot of negative energy. And sometimes you'll think that you meet people or a person that gets it, and then something happened, something happened where a simple conversation could have been had, and now you and this person isn't talking anymore. Or like when you give information, like little things, not even when you give a lot of yourself, but when you give little things sometimes, and people create a whole like scenario out of nothing, which I was saying in my last video, like people create things out of thin air, which is weird to me. I don't like that. But yeah, I wanted to come on here because I realized like I have to prepare for battle. Because people is not going to leave me alone, no matter how sweet, how caring, how nice I am. I'm always going to be a target. And not in a target a sense as I'm causing drama. A target as in like I can be the sweet girl sitting in the corner, and next thing you know, somebody say something to me. I literally had that happen to me. And some lady was drunk, belligerent, pointing at me, and it was just like a negative spirit, and I don't produce that type of energy. So I paid it no mind. I was about to. Then I had to realize, like, girl, you overcame those type of obstacles of people trying to make you feel like you should act out of character. But yeah, prepare for battle, guys, because once you do wake up in that awakening, and like it's not like a quick journey. This is a years of journey, okay? So you have to prepare for battle once you did the work, put the time in for yourself, mastered or just practicing the art of patience, understanding. When you reach those levels of accepting, okay, I have to be these things to know certain things in life and to be this and be true to myself. This is what this is all about, being true to yourself. And yeah, it's a journey. You have to prepare for battle because if you don't, you'll be at this peak, at this high, thinking everything's good. And then here come a person with negative energy trying to enter your aura. And you know what they say, I'm strong. I ain't gonna let nobody mess with my energy, which is all true. But sometimes it's crazy. It's almost like a test. But sometimes that little devil on your shoulder telling you things to make you feel like you're not good enough or like you don't belong here or like your accomplishments don't mean anything. Sometimes it can mess with your head. And I don't know if it's like a test or I feel like it is a test from God, like the test our faith, you know. And it's just sometimes those things can make us weak. And, of course, God wants us to have faith in and believe that no matter what you're going through or what obstacles is coming at you, have faith and God will handle it as long as you don't bite into the apple, you know? And I never even thought about it like that. Like, don't bite into the apple. I'm gonna start saying that. Don't bite into the apple because, legend says Eve bit into the apple. So that's why hell is on earth. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna start saying that, saying like, don't bite into the apple because if you start biting into the apple, what happens? Negative energy comes in your life. The wrong type of people feel like it's comfortable to disrespect you. Your happiness is at the bottom of the list. All the things that you dreamed of start dwelling down. And I'm also in the era of not dating. And I don't know if I'm make a separate video like that because maybe I should because when it comes to dating, I always felt like kind of insecure about dating in a way. And maybe I'll make a separate video about dating because that's literally like a whole nother topic. Dating in this era that you're in of focusing. But I don't know. I don't know if I can talk about dating because it's also one of the things I don't put at the top of my list. But I am open. So nobody don't know if I'm married, single, whatever. But I'm just saying dating is a part of life. So they say, but I make it not a part of my life that much. But like I said, that'll be another video for another day. But back to preparing for battle. Prepare for battle. If you are awakened, different type of spirits are going to attack you left and right. And you're not going to be ready. Because, like, who could be ready for those type of things, right? But when it does happen, I want you to remember these words. Prepare for battle. And if you see this video, practice preparing for battle. Practice being yourself. Practice just being yourself. Practice standing up, saying things that is going to stand up for yourself if somebody is saying things that's not true about you, but do it in a way that is not confrontational, but more so of, I'm speaking my truth and I have a right to stand up for myself. But I don't want nobody to like have to go through, don't get me wrong, preparation of becoming who you truly are is a journey. It's not a pretty one either, but it's a beautiful one. And it does shed light on the darkness. When you're light, you're that light that's walking to that dark room, that dark area, that dark space, and brightening it up and revealing, you know, the uncertainties and the hidden agendas and the hidden things people hide. But it's not in a way to cause harm, It's more so of just standing in your truth. So in this version of life that we're in, it's not even about the year no more. It's 2025. In 3 more months, literally, it's about to be 2026. So time clearly don't matter and exist anymore. But what does matter, is starting being yourself now, because you have to think about it. Why are you even trying to like fit into a society that don't resonate with you? You steady gotta fight for the things you believe in. You steady gotta tell people, don't say that about me. Try to be prepared for people lying on you, creating backlash about you. Prepare for battle. I don't know. I know my struggles and what I've been through, and of course, different type of scenarios that I can think of what other people have been through too. But whatever your situation is, or like your struggle, or like whatever challenge you're having right now in life, I want you to look yourself in the mirror, face yourself, overcome those obstacles, but not in a negative way, in a way of that that makes you feel like I'm not going to let this hold me back no more. And then once you do reach that peak of understanding, I want you to prepare for battle, because it doesn't end once we understand. It actually sometimes gets worse because you have so much more knowledge and understanding on so many other things that a lot of things might trigger a lot of people just by your silence. And that's why I say it doesn't matter if you're quiet, doesn't matter if you're the quiet girl in the corner. People are gonna mess with you, and you're gonna interrupt people's spirits. So prepare for battle. And the better prepared you are, and you gotta worry about people messing up your life, essentially. So I'm gonna get off of here. I hope you guys have a amazing night, day, whatever, evening. And remember, peace, love, and support, and stay ready.